Hey everyone. Oh, let's try that again. All right. Having technical difficulties tonight. Sorry. We're in Mercury retrograde and I am always definitely heavily affected with electronics. So sorry in advance. So I'm just popping on to do our Tuesday energy check-in for the week. So I don't know. A lot of people have been having a hard time this last week or two as far as just being like things are either stagnant or not moving. A lot of people have been sleeping a lot, having crazy dreams or not having dreams at all. So there's just a lot of, energetically, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of retrogrades happening right now. The Lion's portal is coming up on the 8th. We're in that energy. We have the full moon on the 9th. We're in that energy. We have Mercury retrograde. There's a whole bunch of other planets in retrograde, so it's been really intense. So I've definitely been feeling like all over the place, I would say this week. Definitely feeling emotional and tired and a little drained, but I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to come out of it a little bit. So I've been trying to be mindful of managing my energy. So I've been just trying to connect more, meditate more, be barefoot outside more. I've been doing yoga, just trying to move my body and just keep connected to my higher self and to the universe and the earth. So that's been helping with moving through all of this crazy, chaotic energy that we're going through. But yeah, so that's just a little energy update. I do have we do have the energy protection class coming up August 20th. It's just like an hour and a half class, and we go over what energy is, how you feel it, how you, can come in contact with it, how you can pick up other people's energy, and then we go over different techniques on how to protect it and why it's important and everything. But one of the techniques that we go over to help protect your energy is just real simple. All you have to do is, if you feel like you don't understand why you're feeling what you're feeling, or you just don't feel great, and it could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental, whatever. You can just stop and take a minute, take a deep breath, center yourself, and then just say, if it's not mine, please take it away. So we all have free will choice, and basically you have the choice to not feel emotions that are not yours. So even if it's a headache or something, and you're just I don't know why I would have a headache, I slept well, I ate well, I'm hydrated, this is just weird. If you stop and just take that moment and say that, sometimes the headache will just subside, and it was probably someone else's headache that you were picking up on, or a message. We pick up on a lot of messages energetically. So yeah, that is my little energy spiel for tonight. So we'll pull some cards, see what we have going on, just a little energy check-in for the collective. So this might resonate with you, it might not. I do have some readings available for this week, so if you're feeling like you need a little check-in to yourself or see what's going on, you can message me or go on the website and we'll get you an appointment. And then we do have the subscription as well, so that's just a monthly subscription for a 20-minute reading that will get sent to you, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and everything is done virtually. So let's see what we have coming out here. This feels like a good one. Hope it's part of my collective. All right, let's get a few more cards and see what we got for our Tuesday check-in. Oh boy. Alrighty. So, and then I do have the week ahead. I've been doing those on Fridays, so you can also go back and I have that posted too. You can check the week ahead. That might resonate with you. This one might resonate. They both might. So you never know. All right. So we have some good cards here for sure. All right, so definitely heavy finance is coming through on here. So what it's feeling like right now is for whatever part of the collective this is for, there's a lot of focus on finance. It feels like you're trying to really like get your ducks in a row, clearing out old debt, trying to catch up on any bills. I feel like you're probably like canceling subscriptions that you don't need anymore. Like really like cleaning up your financial, situation. I feel like a lot of you are really focusing on saving right now. Like trying to, I feel like for some of you, this is all part of your plan. I feel like you're trying to make some big shifts in your life and I feel like the money is like a big part of it too. So I feel like for a lot of you, you might already have some savings, but you're really like focusing on building up that savings, padding that savings even more, and letting that grow to help you with what these other changes that are coming in that we'll get into. But I feel like you really are focusing on like calling in abundance. I feel like you may be doing like spell work to bring in abundance, or meditations, or the law of attraction. I feel like there's a lot of like energetic intention on bringing in money and abundance. And I feel like you are also like trying to be more open on how you receive that, and not being so like particular on how you think that the money should come in. I feel like sometimes we forget that like money can come in different ways. It could be people gifting you things. It could be, different jobs, contracts, new clients. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like, you just get like a chunk of money, or you get a job that gives you like a big paycheck or something. Like it can come in different ways. So just keeping that in mind. And I feel like for a lot of you, really just trying to be open to like however the universe comes up with like a creative solution. Like I feel like it's almost like it's not really your concern how the abundance comes. You're just supposed to receive it and keep your energy in alignment to be able to receive it. But I feel like there's definitely a lot of intention, a lot of energy going into your financial situation. Again, like tying up loose ends, clearing out old debts, and then really like adjusting everything so that you can save the maximum that's possible. I feel like you're also, so you're trying to like kind of get all this together so that you can make moves. I feel like for a bunch of you, this is tied to a career shift. I feel like for some of you, it's to go off and do your own thing, to start your own business or be a contractor or 1099 or self-employed. It feels something like that, where you're really shifting away from being, under a corporation or in a company where it's just not serving you anymore. It feels like with the abundance that you're calling in, it's not necessarily so you can like buy, name brand everything and expensive bags and everything like that. It just feels like you are, you're wanting to like call in abundance for freedom, for peace. It's not really that you want to like buy all these excessive things. It's really just for like peace. So I feel like, for some of you, you're definitely going into a more like self-employment kind of entrepreneurial, direction in the career situation. And then for others of you, I think you are either just like completely like shifting your industry or whatever. Like you're going to go into something completely different. So I feel like you are, you're really trying to like manage your money before and during this like transition and everything. So I do feel like this is all going to work out. It feels very stable. It feels very solid and grounded. I feel like this is something that you've kind of been like working towards for a while, or you've been like researching, and I don't know. It just feels like everything's kind of shifting, but it's all like kind of shifting together and it's working. And it just feels really like solid and grounded and stable. So I feel like, for others of you, I feel like there's also, it could be with the job, but like a move. I feel like some of you are looking to move to a new location, like your house, everything like that. And then I also feel like this move could just be like the job situation, and it's like you're making a move like that. But for definitely for a lot of you, I feel like there's also like a new home situation, or even you could be just like rearranging or readjusting the energy in your house or your living situation to feel more grounded, to feel more stable, to feel more whatever it is you need it to be. So that's definitely coming through, but there is a portion of the collective that feels like there is going to be a new home that is coming in with all of this newness. So it feels like a move. For some of you, it could be a significant move. But yeah, definitely I'm feeling a lot of movement and financial energy here. I do feel like you guys are also like, this is a very much like a choice point path that a lot of you are on. And I feel like you've kind of, you've been presented like the fork in the road. And I feel like you've been kind of standing there waiting to decide which way you want to go down. If you're going to try that same path again and, you know, really torture yourself by doing the same thing. I forget what's the definition of insanity, like doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. It's like, are you going to do that again? Are you going to go down this new path? It feels like you are starting to take the steps just by like doing these financial things even. I feel like for the fact that you're like calling in abundance, you're trying to tie up loose ends, you're saving money and everything like that. I feel like you're just doing that is now like putting you on this new path. And I feel like once you start doing that, things are going to start to shift into place for you. So I feel like either the idea that you are having of like this entrepreneurial route that you were thinking of going, something is going to unfold with that. Or if you're looking for like a completely new job or career or whatever, I feel like something, once you start taking these steps on the path, on the new path, I feel like things are going to kind of start to present themselves to you. I feel like you are kind of like getting to a place where you really are just like looking for peace. I feel like there's a lot of energy that you're putting out to like be peaceful. So I feel like when you put too much energy out, you're not having a hard time with like pulling it back in. I feel like you're definitely like trying to balance, you're definitely trying to balance like what you give and what you put back in. So that I feel like you don't have a tolerance right now to like give any more energy than like you have, and you have no tolerance for like receiving anything less. Like if it's going to be unbalanced, if it's going to drain you in any way, it feels like you're not interested and you're going to like retreat and pull back in. Sorry, Max is having a moment. But with that, I do feel like you have to be mindful to like enjoy the little things in life still, making sure that you're like carving out time to just like do little things that are fun, even if it's just taking a walk or going to, you know, the boardwalk or the park, or a bike ride, going to the beach, whatever it is, going to a museum, coloring, journaling, whatever, doing arts and crafts, whatever it is, like just doing all those little things They don't have to cost money. You can go to the park and people watch. You can, you know, take a walk by the beach. There's things that you can do definitely, you know, that are not crazy expensive. You know, you can have a piece of paper and a pen and draw or whatever. Or go to the dollar store and get a coloring book and crayons. I don't know. Like, there's just like, do little things that are fun for you, that, you know, keep you present in the moment and just give you like a little bit of joy and a little bit of peace. But I feel like that's definitely part of this whole plan. Also like being out in nature, but definitely like this childlike energy, like remembering to like embrace that childlike energy and allow it to come out. It doesn't have to be all serious, all work, all, you know, like it's not just a mission all the time. Like, you're supposed to have balance of work and serious and family and all that. And then also like you're supposed to enjoy life and have fun. So I feel like don't forget that part. And then also just like being patient. I always hate this message because I want what I want when I want it. I have an Aries rising and I want it yesterday, but be patient. You know, everything is kind of like aligning. I feel like you are manifesting and you're trying to like pray or whatever for these, you know, these things that you're calling in. But it's like, just because you're ready doesn't mean that like all of the other things are ready. So you have to wait, because some of the things that you're calling in involve other people, and other things that energetically have to align. So you kind of have to wait for everything to align energetically so it could be the perfect situation, and then the universe will, you know, present it to you. So just like be patient, hang on, and see, you know, how it plays out. I just want to pull some cards because the love life card was at the bottom of the deck. So I just want to see if they have anything to say about that. For those of you that might have a little interest in a romance situation. So let's see what we got. Okay. All right. So I thought there would some little something sneaking in on the romance department. All right. So for anyone that's looking for a romantic aspect of this reading, we definitely have some love coming in, something romantic coming in for sure. Feels like something that is new. It could be a new relationship. It could just be like a new phase of your relationship. I feel like there's something, so for some of you, I feel like okay, this is for people that it's like very new. This isn't like a new cycle. This particular part of the reading is like someone new is coming in or has just come in. I feel like you're both kind of coming out of like a tower moment. I feel like you both were in like these tower moments separately, like didn't even know each other probably. And now I feel like you have like met someone, come into contact with them, whatever, you're like maybe in the talking stages. And I feel like there's still these tower, you know, rubble happening. So I feel like a lot of the major stuff has already happened. And now it's just like the little residual stuff that's still clearing out to make this room. So I feel like both parties right now are kind of like taking it really slow. I feel like there is a lot of loyalty. I feel like what you're wanting with this is definitely like within reach. I feel like if you both continue to put the energy in, like this could be a really nice like relationship, partnership. So the energy definitely feels like you both are, I feel like you're both like starting to reveal to what you've maybe been going through a little bit. I don't feel like this is just like you're like rushing in and like becoming serious, and you know, I feel like this is going to be something where it's like, I feel like they might even like come in quick to your life, like all of a sudden you meet them out of nowhere and like there is like a connection, but I feel like it's not going to like progress quickly. I feel like you both are going to take your time because you are coming out of this tower moment individually, and I feel like you're both trying to figure out like how to maneuver through this as you're still trying to like clean up, you know, the rest of the shit that you've been dealing with. So I feel like just in this energy, you're going to be kind of like, I feel like you're both like studying each other, watching each other, not, you know, like I feel like there's definitely like some even give and take, and then there's like retreat, and then there's even give and take, and then there's retreat. I feel like you both are trying to like feel out the other one, also feel out yourself. It's like you don't even remember how to do this maybe, or you're still like trying to trust, you're still trying to figure out how to be more vulnerable, because I feel like you both feel like this is something worth moving towards, but you just both don't want to mess it up, I feel like, and you both don't want to like deal with anything that is not going to be positive for you. But I do feel like this is an even balanced energy between you both. I feel like it is more gentle and soft. I feel like you both are kind of like offering, and then like, but not too much. I do feel like there's loyalty. I do feel like there's like, it's honest, and giving. I feel like this is good. So that is what I have for you guys. I don't know. Should I pull another little something? I feel like maybe let's just pull some of the unicorn cards while we're here. Let's see. Any final messages for the collective? Oh, we got some random card in here. I don't know. Is that something? Believe? This was not supposed to be in this deck. So if that strange encounters, believe. All right. Any final messages for the collective? Looks like we have. Okay. All right. So the final message for tonight would be definitely like trusting the process, trusting yourself, trusting the universe, like trusting in divine timing, knowing that you do have support. Also, don't be afraid to ask for support or ask for help. Definitely like making sure you're taking care of yourself too. I feel like also just kind of like keeping things close to your chest right now too. Like don't divulge too much information of like what moves you're trying to make. I feel like you're still in like the forming stages of whatever you're trying to bring in or whatever. So I just feel like having a little discernment on who you give your details to. I feel like you don't want people to energetically like mess up what you're trying to bring in. And then I just feel like knowing that you have the strength to continue to get through what you're going through and calling in what you're trying to call in. I feel like you have the strength, you have the support with your spirit team and whatever it is that you believe in, the universe. And then just taking time to connect with yourself, with nature. So that is what I have for the weekly or the Tuesday check-in. If this resonated or you want to check in deeper, like I said, I do have some readings available for this week, or we could set them up for any time for the rest of the month. So you can either DM me or you can go on the website. The link is in the bio and book on there. Or I have the monthly subscriptions available too. So we still have spots open for those. And that's just a monthly subscription that you get sent to you. And right now we're doing a little something that if you sign up for the subscription, you get to do the Protect Your Energy class for free. And that class we have on August 20th. So also if you're interested in the energy protection class, learning how to protect your energy, not absorb everyone's shit, we do have that August 20th. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, if you guys wanted to know anything in particular, if there's any topics you want me to talk about, any types of readings that you want me to do, just shoot me a message, let me know. I'll try and do it. You know, this is just like a collective thing that I want to, you know, just share energy. So I will be back on Friday morning for my next live to do the week ahead reading. I'm going to stay consistent with the Tuesday night check-ins and then the Friday week ahead readings as well. And I might pop in maybe one more time just to annoy everyone now. And just do like a little, maybe, I don't know, something to just share some info that, you know, has helped me with this. So that's it. I guess have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you guys Friday morning for the week ahead live. All right, have a good one.